Hey guys, welcome to another session of FFBE Global, and yesterday was the conclusion of our E3 event. It was an interesting stream that they did for Square Enix for Gumi and FFBE. They announced the anniversary and what's coming up, second year anniversary for FFBE, so congratulations Gumi and Square Enix for that accomplishment. It was a hit and miss at the beginning, I gotta say. So a couple guys on my Discord server, we had a E3 discussions channel open, and we were just like watching the stream together, and just like there was a lot of salt being displayed because Just Cause 3 event, we still don't know whether or not those units would be good for Final Fantasy or JRPG fans. They might not be too excited about something like Just Cause 3. It's almost like, you know, you slapping in like Batman Arkham Knight, something like really random into an FFBE game. It just feels too injected, like too forced. And then they played the trailer and we're just like, we saw this already, the entire week we saw this. And then it came to Dragon Quest, and basically every single one of these collaborations, they had like a 10 or 15 minute long interview, and we were super worried that nothing was going to happen at all. At the end though, after the Dragon Quest 2, we saw like all of the producers and all the people who were live on stream. They were like flipping through their script. There was like 10 pages that they flipped through, and so we were worried like, oh man, is that the end? But then all the good stuff came, so they really redeemed themselves. So Pikachu, one of my Discord mods, he said he wanted me to say this, gomenasai. I think that means sorry in Japanese. Sorry for not believing you guys. It became a really awesome reveal all the way throughout. Another shout out to one of my members, Valky, who was taking screenshots of the stream of every single slide that they gave and like posting it directly on Discord like within like 15 seconds. It was really awesome for him, so thanks Valky for that. I'm gonna quickly run through what they were talking about and like some of my thoughts on it. Basically it's kind of pointless if I just, you know, went through the slides that you guys probably already saw anyways, either the rerun or even live, but just a couple of my thoughts. So first thing was Item World, so commonly known as Item World on JP, strengthen your weapon. So if you guys watch my JP videos and you're globally exclusive players, you would see that I did a couple videos on Item World where you can choose one weapon, and I think it's limited to specific weapons each event, so you can't do like every single weapon. But you can upgrade them. There's 3 slots to them, and it's random. It's RNG based. It's either like HP, Spirit, Defense, Attack, Magic, and even some regenerative abilities. So like Refresh, Shell, and stuff like that. And as there's 10 floors, and as you go up each floor, you have a higher chance of getting rarer abilities, and there's an ultimate one. I think it's a really low chance, like 1% at the top floor. It's like ultra rare or something, which is usually like a split, depends on the weapon. So like for Katana, I think it's like HP and attack plus 15 or something, 15%. But each weapon has a different specialty. So daggers, I think it's like LB fill rate plus 100 or something like that, 100%. Anyways, that was really cool. I think that's really awesome, especially now we're at a point where a lot of either players who've played a long time or whales probably have like best in slot gear, so you're kind of getting like identical Tidus friends, you know, with the exact same attack, but now with weapon enhancements. And depending on the build, you can definitely have some interesting different variations in your units. I feel that this is like more independently customizable, but yes, it's gonna be awesome. So you can expect tanks to like wield a hammer with like 30 plus 30 HP, 30% HP or something like that. It's gonna be insane. So I think it's really good that this is before 7-star meta. But we'll talk about 7-star in a bit. The next thing was announced was a second anniversary ticket campaign. So this is lifetime lapis spent. So every 5,000 lapis spent, you get one second anniversary ticket, which you can use for a summon, and every 50,000 lapis spent, you get a 4-star guaranteed special anniversary ticket. Apparently the banner is going to come at the end of July, so I'm not quite sure, is it like a regular rare summon or something like that? Anyways, apparently they did this in JP. The producers are saying that because it was successful in JP, they wanted to try it on global as well. And obviously for me, as some of you guys may know, I do spend a lot of lapis, so hopefully I get a lot of tickets. But you guys, if you guys still want to, you can still do it. I think up to it says June 27th is the deadline, so you can still spend lapis. But if you're free to play, you know, whatever, keep it chill. This is just meant for an incentive back to those who spent lapis. So yes, make sure you grind as much lapis as you can if you're free to play, and spend as much as you can so you get those extra tickets, right? And I think spending the lapis does not just mean like pull. So you can technically you could take this opportunity to expand your unit slots and whatnot, right? So you're just like, oh, Dragon, man, I'm not gonna use lapis to spend unit slots. But let's say if you don't have anything good to pull, expanding unit slots now would be a good investment instead of you spending it later and not getting anything back. So that's my tip to you guys. That's my thoughts on it, at least. Another thing is players vote campaign. So we get to vote this in game. There are 4 choices, which is really awesome. Enhanced maze trust Moogle version. So I guess like you go through the enchanted maze, and you get trust Moogles instead. Second one is rare free summons, but rainbow crystals are rated to 5%, right? And all of these 2 last for a whole month, and then one that lasts for 1 week. The third one is getting a chance of getting 5 times more experience when fusing when fusing, and then Cactuar Dunes unlocked for 1 week. This is, I think, out of all of them, probably the worst option in my opinion. So I definitely wouldn't recommend it. And then the fourth option is also back to 1 month again, and it's 1,000 lapis added to a weekly reward of expedition. So every time you finish the week, I guess, of the expedition, maybe it's like you getting your 5% trust Moogle, you get 1,000 lapis added to it. Because it's a month, that's 4,000 lapis. So I think everybody on my Discord was saying that vote number two. So daily free summon, rainbow crystal rate 5%. That is, I think, is way better. 28 days, guys. 1 month, 28 days for free summon. So 28 units. High chance of getting a rainbow. So I think out of all of them, this is the best. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you're not part of our Discord channel, and when the vote is up, apparently you get to vote this in game. When the vote is up, make sure you vote for number 2. Let's make number 2 win, guys. Let's do it. I think this is the best. It is the best. And then next is special login rewards, alright? So June daily rewards, there's a 30% ticket and 10+1 ticket. July daily rewards, 30% ticket plus 10+1 ticket. And then I don't know what that means. Does that mean... I think they explained it, but maybe I missed it because everybody on Discord was just like, yeah. But July daily rewards, does that mean we get a 30% plus 10+1 every day? I'm not quite sure. Even if they give us every week, or I don't know, man. Because I think even in this month currently we have a well, it is June, so no, it's probably not daily. It is already June, so it's probably just gonna be one of each for the whole month. So in July, next month, we can expect to see one more 30% 5-star guaranteed ticket, and then a 10+1 ticket maybe at the end. We have number 3 here as a second anniversary countdown rewards, which we saw in the news today. If you have booted up the game already, you get a 1 5-star EX ticket, 5-star guaranteed. So that's 100% at the EX ticket, so you can't choose it on a banner, sadly, but any rainbow. And then fourth is second anniversary special rewards, and it's a 10+1. and you have all 4 stars in it, 4-star plus. Wow. Okay, so I didn't read that properly. So yeah, in the July one, actually, it's there's 1 5-star guaranteed in it, right? There's exclamation marks. Basically, this is all available on the wikis, or if you are watching the videos again, you can pause it and read it yourself. Special units from FanFesta 2017, some new units, but I don't think they're really new. There's like Cheerleader Fina, there's Cowboy Jake, there's Artisan Lid, and I don't know what the other ones are called, but I'm pretty sure they were released before, but you actually get them now. I don't think you need to be at FanFesta this time, which is pretty awesome. From what I know, they're not like meta changing units, their TMRs are not that great, but for collectors this is going to be awesome. And then another one, a player support campaign. So let's see here. There's a 2nd anniversary giveaway, free daily summons. Okay, so that's free daily summons for the whole anniversary, I suppose, so that month. A 50% trust Moogle in it. Friend point campaign. I think that means friend points, you get to use the friend points to pull on more trust Moogles, maybe? So advice to you guys right now, save up your friend points now. There's a half energy campaign. Again, I don't know whether or not that carries on in the story or even in trials. All right, so that might be really cool if maybe you're suffering from a trial right now, and then if it's a half energy campaign, maybe you want to try it then. So don't if you keep losing to a trial right now, maybe save it for later. Amazing enhancements, which means I think fusion rate up. And then Enchanted Maze, a new stage. So I don't know what that new stage is. Maybe there's a Moogle stage, but maybe not for the whole month, right? Anyways, and then let's see here. We also have for version 3 updates, fusion of experience for Cactuars and pots. All right, so most of you in JP would know that. If you're not in JP, one of my most probably useful tutorial videos on YouTube is how to properly fuse King Cactuars. So search that up when this thing drops. Basically, if there's a high fusion rate, there's a better way to fuse your King Cactuars than you think. That can really save a lot of King Cactuars and get you a lot of max level King Cactuars. And also max 99 units selectable for fusion. This is so good. Finally, we don't have to select five Cactuars at a time. You can select up to 99 pots, Cactuars, whatever to fuse to your unit. So that can speed things up way quicker, especially if you just pulled like 700,000 raid coins or something like that. So that would be really good. Another thing, and one of my most excited things, is the reload button. So in JP, we've had the reload button for a while now. It used to be reset as well, but as I'm pretty sure the game developers have figured out, the reset button is pointless. So the reload button is awesome. So if you're looking at my screen right now, every time you actually click a skill and you actually use it, next time you press reload, which is where this reset button would be, in the next turn, you'll reload the exact same skills if it's available to you. So if I use like 2 limit bursts here, and the next turn I don't have the limit burst, it won't reset that obviously, but it will reset any skill that is available to you, and then you can just redo your moves. It's better than repeat because it doesn't you can get to control when the timing is, whereas repeat it auto times, right? It auto presses for you, so it's a bit different. Both are usable, but a bit different. Other updates, Libra will be viewable once casted on an enemy. So I guess if you've casted on that enemy once, so like if the enemy is in your index, you can view them like without recasting Libra again. They say that they're planning to cut maintenance time in half. Now, sorry Gumi, but we did make fun of you on Discord. We were just saying that, yeah, cut maintenance time in half. So Pikachu, I think, made the joke. He's just like, yeah, 4-hour maintenance, but then 4-hour extension. I don't know, man. Wah, wah. Feels awkward. Hopefully they do somehow improve it. I said on Discord yesterday that the biggest improvement for me would be if they can end the maintenance on time. That's something that JP does very well. If they say that, let's say, maintenance will be over by 7 AM, it's 7 AM sharp, and then you can access the game. Whereas for for global, sometimes it's later than it's said, and sometimes they allow players in earlier than expected, so it's like it's kind of not fair as well. I don't know, people just really have to spam the game in order to see if they can get in, but hopefully that gets fixed. Ability detail on Ability Awakening, so you get to see the details of the ability. I'm not quite sure. Let's see, some updates will come at the end of June and the mid-July, and then the last thing is 7-star Awakening was announced. They haven't had any information on when exactly the 7-star is going to be released, but we can expect to see updates apparently in July, somewhere I think mid-July maybe. And then yeah, and also Just Cause 3 units will have 7-star versions, and for most of you know, once 7-stars are introduced, it's not too long after that STMRs are introduced, or are they introduced at the same time? I'm not quite sure. But it causes some dilemma for me, because then I'm just thinking, even if Just Cause 3 units are not that good at their 6-star base, are they gonna be good at 7-star, and are their STMRs good? So that's kind of annoying for me. Like I wish they would hopefully they would like preview what their STMRs are, and then then I could decide whether or not you want to pull 4 Ricos or whatever, whoever are the 5-star base units on that banner. But anyways, Dragon Quest, obviously, because in JP, Dragon Quest also has 7-star forms, so we know that would come as well. Anyways, that is it for the recap and my thoughts on it. If you guys have any questions, obviously drop it in the comments below. But by this time, because we have JP, we have a lot of knowledgeable players, you're gonna be able to read about it on Reddit, on wikis, on forums, everything. But if you felt that, hey Jagan, I want your opinion on something, definitely leave it in a comment below. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. If you have Discord, check out our Discord server and join in the conversation. We have both experienced JP and global players, and the fanbase is growing, which is awesome because everybody just loves chatting with each other about FFBE, other games, and other stuff. If you have Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, if you are a subscribed person watching this on YouTube, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.